Hello friends, how's it going? My name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be doing an honest review of the Kindle Publishing Income by Sophie Howard. Full transparency, I'm not in this line of work. I've not chosen this as a career. However, I do something actually that's very similar. It's putting a digital asset online and it makes money passively. So I do kind of know a little bit about what she's talking about, but we can kind of get into that part later. Of course, I want to give you the honest review, which I said I would. So for anybody that's looking to get into this, it's actually a very profitable skill. If you can make it work, it is something that will make you a lot of money if you can do it right. It is, I would do this. If I wasn't already in the career that I'm in, this is definitely something that I would try. So some of the things that she teaches in this course are going to be how to choose a profitable niche, creating a high quality ebook, optimizing your book listing for maximized visibility, and how to leverage marketing strategies to attract readers. Now, what I will say is that anybody teaching a course on this specific subject matter of the digital Kindle assets is going to be teaching you all of this stuff. So as always, what I tell people is the most important thing when picking a course is two things to look out for. The first is going through all of this person's content to see if you like their vibe. Like if you like the way they talk, if the way they teach is very similar to how you learn, like if they're going to be using, like there are some people who use big, complicated, fancy words in order to explain something, and some people like that. It makes them feel a little bit differently about it, right? Some people like to have a teacher that does that. Other people want it simplified. They want a simplified version so they can get the bare basics of it, and then from there, they can add some more complex language, right? Everybody has different preferences when it comes to what they want to learn. And you need to make sure before you buy any course that you like this person as a teacher, because you're going to be listening to them and learning from them for hours. I mean, courses are typically, they can take a long time to complete. And this is something that you want to be sure of before you invest a good chunk of money into their course. So I would go and look at all of Sophie's content to see if you jam with her, you know? So the second thing that it's always important to look for is if the course has a Facebook or community of some kind where the people who have taken the course can gather, chat with each other, ask questions, simply because you're probably going to have questions. And the person who's created the course cannot just stop everything and answer everybody's questions all the time. And that's why it's really important to have the Facebook community, because somebody else who's going through the same situation as you can answer that question. They can make it so that you have access to other people who can give you these answers, right? And that is something that is genuinely unparalleled of importance. So the thing that I do, we can kind of segue into that. Again, very similar to what Sophie does and what Sophie teaches, is I build an online asset. I put it out there and it makes money passively online. I don't have to do anything with it after I'm done building it. So what I do is a little bit different than the Kindle stuff. I basically build really simple, stupid 1 to 5 page websites. Let's say it's for a towing company out of Seattle. So I don't have to be a tow person. I don't have to own a tow truck. I have to have experience towing in order to build the website that advertises for a towing business. I can just build the website. Like, that makes total sense, right? So I build the website. I put some pretty basic SEO behind it. And the reason I say basic is because I kind of look into this industry before I do it. And I know that the towing company, competition in Seattle is very slim. There's not a lot of towers. And if there is, they're not marketing themselves very well online. So I put some really basic SEO on the back end. It's pretty easy to rank in the top of Google or any other search engine for that matter. again, because the competition is so low in this area for this specific thing. I put it out there. I start getting some leads in, some phone calls, some emails. Obviously, I'm not a tower. I don't live in Seattle. I call up an actual local tow company and I say, hey, do you want to take these phone calls? Like, do you want these leads? I have no need for them. They take the leads, call them back in a couple weeks. I say, hey, how did it go? Like, did it convert for you guys? How was the experience? They kind of give their answer. Usually it converted, went really well. Like, thanks, I appreciate it. And you say, awesome. I have this website that's set up for a tow company out of your area. And what I do is I could rent it to you. Like, if you want me to just send you all of these leads every single month for $500 a month, like, I can totally do that. I mean, all of the back end is already set up. It's super easy. You just pay for the asset, like, to be funneled all to your information. And 9 times out of 10, they say yes, because business owners want more business. That's their whole thing. They want business in the business that they're in. And it makes it super simple and super easy for them. Now, the way I learned to do this is, no way you could guess it, a course. Of course, it's a course. I mean, that's how most people are learning things nowadays. And I was able to really learn how to do a lot of this. So if this is something you're interested in, again, it's something very similar to what Sophie does. Building an online asset makes passive income. I've been making 20 to 30K doing this, and it's been super simple and super easy. I feel like I actually have time to have a personal life, and I have the money to have a personal life at this point. So this is what I've been doing for a couple of years now, and I think maybe you would want to try it out. So check out the link below. That is where the link is going to be to the course. And remember to check out all the things that I told you to check out earlier with this course, as well as any course that you want to take in the future. See you guys next time.